Chavis,
Sir.
I think you might be the last guy on the list, man. Have a seat. Let's talk. Let's talk. Change Rib Shack for a Thursday. You're the younger member of this bunch tonight. You're the sophomore.
Yes,
You've
sir.
had a good year, though.
Yes.
About 1,400 yards rushing. What has allowed you to have such a good year?
Just playing hard and practicing hard, working hard, and listen to the coaches and see the field and have my teammates.
How much work did you do during the summer? How much work did you do prior to this year?
I did a lot, really. I tried to, last year when I played my freshman year, I was real small. I was scared, but off season I worked harder to try to get bigger and faster for next year to do better than I did last year.
Say, take one day, maybe one day you're working out during the summer. What's that typical day of summer workouts like? Just one day, maybe.
So, it was just, I can't even explain it. It was just hard. I just push myself as hard as I can.
So you get up maybe what time and get started?
I get up like 7, sometimes 7 in the morning and go running. Then I work out. Then I probably go back to sleep and I probably get up again like later on at night and work out again.
Has it been worth it all?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, a lot of success so far. What's it like being around all these very good Bison teammates? You got some good guys here. What's it like being around those guys?
It's good. It's good. They're real good leaders. They help me work hard. They don't let me slack at all.
What have you learned from these guys?
A lot. Like on blocking, like playing hard, not giving up.
Did you think you'd get the chance you have this year? Because you got, like I say, close to 1,400 yards rushing. That's quite a bit of numbers there compared to, you look at a guy like Jamel, and you got Charles, you got Tim, Gorham, the receivers. Those guys got some good numbers too.
Yeah.
I mean, did you ever feel like you could put up as much as you have this year?
Well, I really didn't, but I just try my hardest, do my best I can do to help the team out to win. And I got what I did.
You learned a lot from Jamel Mack and Tim Gorham and Charles Edmond and even Jeffrey Wall and Tim Moore, all those guys. What have you learned from Coach Jones? What's he taught you?
I learned a lot. He taught me how to hit the hole harder, see the field, taught me to run my eyes, and just protect the ball at all times and have a good game.
What's it going to take tomorrow night to beat Charlotte Catholic? What do you got to do to beat those guys?
We got to focus. We can't play. We got to focus. We got to play as a team and don't give up. Even if we losing, if we do again, we got to just stay together.
What do you want to get that ball early in the game? Maybe touch it early so you be ready to roll, get warmed up early.
Yeah, I warm up. Yeah, I get a few touches, a few catches, and I probably still stretch, bounce around, just stay warm, hype.
What do you think might be your first play of the game when you touch the ball? Do you think you're going off tackle, off guard, going wide outside, or would you rather go up the middle? What do you want to take off in that first run?
I'd rather go up the middle because they more of an outside team, so I'd rather go up the middle.
Hit the middle first, huh?
Yes, sir.
Not worried about all that contact, all that people trying to. How do you? I mean, back when I was younger, they didn't try to steal the ball and rip the ball as much as they do now. How do you maintain possession and keep that ball, especially getting open field? You're flying.
Yeah.
How do you keep from that guy coming behind you and knocking that ball out?
I just hold the ball tight as I can, high and tight. Work on the practice all the time. So
is that something the coaches push hard to,
yes,
protecting
sir.
that ball? Yeah. When is there a mental clock in your mind that goes off? It's time to put both hands in that ball now?
It comes natural now. Every time I get the ball, I hold two hands till I get open out, the open field, and then I hold one hand to hold it tight, high and tight.
How long does it take you to get to the end zone? Once you get that open field, it doesn't take long, does it?
Yeah, not really. Sometimes it do,
It's got to be a good feeling to hit that open space, hit that open air. You're the only man out there just flying. Do you ever let up? I mean, I see these nuts on TV sometimes in the pros. They'll let up at the end, maybe do a little step or two. Probably never let up.
Nah.
What's your routine like as far as you scored a touchdown? I'm asking you these things now that makes you think because I see these things occasionally. What's your routine like? You scored a TD and it's time to give the ball or let go of the ball. Do you go hand it to the ref, toss, flip it to him, or what do you do with the ball?
Yeah. I really want to hand him the ball, show respect. I'm tossing the ball. So.
Well, if you show that guy respect, say you scored a touchdown, you go hand it to him right up the side instead of throwing it on the top. You're probably going to get it on his good side.
Yes, sir.
It's like being in a baseball game. If you jump to the umpire, he's going to give you all kinds of bad calls. You give that referee the ball, and maybe the good thing is you may see that guy again. You want to see him a couple more times during that game, too. What's been your biggest game this year, you think? Looking back at all the games you guys have played 12, what's been your biggest game this season, you think?
Ragsdale.
What happened in that Ragsdale game for you?
Well, it had I think 200-something rushing yards, 2 touchdowns. That was the best game I ever had. And last year, I had 100-something rushing yards, 2 touchdowns against Ragsdale, too.
Was that as a freshman last year?
Yes, sir.
Well, I bet Ragsdale knows that name Chavis Little pretty well by now. What number do you wear?
Number 9 this year.
Any reason for the number 9? Sometimes players' numbers are important too.
Well, yeah, I just got it.
Just picked it, went with it.
Yes,
You won't change eventually.
No.
Once you get going good in that number, you do not want to change.
No, sir.
Other than yourself, do you know players have come out of Central over the years? Looking back at Central football history, other than let's don't give you too much credit since you're a sophomore. Other than say Jamel Mack and the seniors that are here tonight, who would you say is the best player to ever come through High Point Central?
I say Jamel Mack. He's a quarterback. You know, he's good, fast. He's a good coach. He's a good player. He play hard. He really don't let anybody slack off in practice. None of that. He's real tough.
And looking at that history too, other than Jamel and all the other guys, any old players from the past that you remember or know of you think might be from there? Because it's still fairly new to you. It's all like, who was your coach back in middle school, back in Ferndale, back in Wellborn? Maybe you went to Penn Griffin. Maybe I'm wrong.
I went to Ferndale. My coach is Coach Angel.
Coach Angel
Yes, sir.
had success over there?
Yes, sir. I love him.
He kind of got you going there, got you started in the right direction. That's good stuff. Favorite class at Central these days? I know you're only a sophomore, but you got a few going. What's your favorite class these days?
I say computer engineering.
What happens in that class? Doing some computer typing?
Learn how to build computers and like how to take them apart and put them back together.
It's like doing the old auto mechanic work. That's a smart thing. Have you had some success with that?
Yes, sir.
Got a broken down computer called Chavis Little. His number again is, but least favorite class.
I only have a favorite class.
Love them all right now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, what's the day going to be like at school tomorrow for you? I mean, trying to focus on that game. What's it going to be like tomorrow?
Focus, chill day. Just try to think about my assignments and just.
Do you like to go to that day on that Friday and just go through the regular class schedule, try to keep it as normal as possible?
Yeah.
Do the teachers give you guys any breaks that day?
Yeah, some teachers do.
They know what's going on. If the teachers are wise and they think about the conditions, man, that's a huge game tomorrow night.
Yes,
From your standpoint, you want to do well right away. What's it going to take to beat that team tomorrow? What's it going to take to beat Catholic?
We got to work as a team, play hard, focus, and do what we do. We work hard in practice. We're a good team. We can beat them.
Has it been a good week of practice this week?
Yes, sir. It's been a great week of practice this week, actually.
So, Coach started new stuff in, keep it on the same stuff.
Yeah, he changed some stuff up for him. And we got to just go out and execute and play hard as a team.
Got to add a few new wrinkles here and there then.
Yes, sir.
We saw a play last week, Southern Guilford game. They were playing against the team coming in. They were playing last week. The team from down east came in there. North, I think it was. Anyway, they were playing last week. The opposing team ran a play where you throw it down the line to the receiver. The receiver throws to the guy in the end zone.
Yes,
those little halfback pass plays. How do you prepare for stuff like that? I mean, that comes in pretty quick.
I don't know. You just got to play a position and just do your part. You might be in the right spot when they do it.
Right place, right time, right spot. How about college one day? Where are you going to go? Got any big long college list made out like the Christmas gift list? Any colleges in it?
I just hope I go somewhere.
How about this guy, Markel Cartwright? Remember Cartwright from High Point Andrews?
Yes,
Went
sir.
over to A&T. Maybe that might be something you might look at one day?
Yes, sir. I mean, I like Cartwright, actually. He's a good player. And
he had some success as a freshman over there, too.
yeah, he did. I was talking to him like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, he telling me I got to keep working hard and just don't give up and just play hard.
It's good to get that kind of encouragement from those older guys, too. People you've known that have gone on and had success, because you feel like that guy knows what it's about because he's done it and he's got a championship ring. That's what you guys are striving for, too. What about favorite pro team? Got a favorite pro team?
Yeah, Cowboys.
Cowboys, and who's the guy doing some of them at running back this year?
DeMarco Murray.
Yeah, exactly. Give me that name again.
DeMarco Murray.
Mr. Murray. He's had a heck of a year. Yes. What do you think? I mean, gosh, like he came out of nowhere a couple of games.
Yes, sir.
Tony Romo,
yeah.
Big fan of his as well.
Sir.
Love those Cowboys. Favorite sport other than football?
Baseball.
Baseball, man. Do you play baseball as well?
Yes, sir.
Well, they had a baseball coach over there for a couple years in Central. I know maybe you left after last year. Gosh, they've had some changes over there.
Yeah, they did.
That baseball team was strong there for a couple years. Trevor Gay, you know Trevor probably, right? No, be a pitch slash, heck of a pitcher.
Oh yeah, Trevor. Yes, I do.
Yeah, because that guy could smoke. And I mentioned Hanson Butler earlier. One of the other teammates there. Hanson left Central, went to High Point Christian. Boy, he was a heck of a thrower too. Heck of a thrower over there. How about this guy Mike Stanton, baseball player? You know what team he plays for? Got that big contract? Miami Marlins.
Marlins.
$32 million a year. over 13 years. $325 million.
That's good.
Not too shabby, not too shabby. You lose your cell phone, you lose the television, you're working on the computer, but you can't get it fixed. One of the few times you can't get that thing repaired, lose all communication. What do you do with all that free time?
Probably just study some work. I'll work out. That's it.
What about if you had to put the big shout out tonight for somebody that made the difference about you wouldn't be here tonight without the help of that one person or maybe a couple of people? Who are those people who get the big shout out tonight?
I said my coach and my family, my teammates.
And teammates. You're the young guy on this bunch. How did the older guys? Do you feel like you're part of this bunch?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Boy, putting those numbers up you put up had to help. That had to be a big boost. Do you play any defense or just strictly all offense?
It's offense.
What's the first thing that Coach Jones tells you guys, and the last thing maybe he tells you before you hit that field tomorrow? What's he telling you before you hit that field?
Just play hard and have fun, and don't think about it too much. Just do your best, and put hard. Gonna come out this win.
Who's your running backs coach?
Coach Sane.
Coach
Usain.
Hussein, the coach Hussein. I don't remember. He might have been a Dudley guy.
Dudley coach.
Yeah, I thought he was a Dudley guy back in the day. Coach Hussein. What have you learned from him about running?
A lot. Ball protection and actually blocking. Him more blocking because I wasn't that good at blocking.
You know what? That kind of reminds me of what I've heard about. You've heard of T.J. Logan. I know you've
Yes,
heard of
sir.
Logan in Carolina now. They said that's one thing he had to learn to do when he got down there was become a better blocker and a better pass protector too. That's something you got to work on as well, I'm sure.
Yes, sir.
Because Jamel, as much as he throws, now when Jamel, I didn't get to ask him this, so you can speak for Jamel here. Does he roll out when he begins to throw? Is he better rolling out or better just standing back in that pocket?
I say stand in the pocket. He's good at both of them, but I say stand in the pocket.
That's where you got to step up and do that pass protection too.
Yes, sir.
Say if they got you and Jeffrey Wall in the backfield at the same time, can anybody stop Jeffrey Wall, Chavis Little, and Jamel Mack?
No, sir. Nobody.
On a given night, good night, you guys cannot be stopped.
Can't be.
That's what you got. The three you got to have going in the game tomorrow. That's got to be the three you guys got to have going in.
Yes, sir.
Well, listen, been a great year for you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And can you play any quarterback with Jamel when you graduate? You just want to stay at running back, right?
Yes.
Listen, thank